They recover their own fumble. How in the world can the offense avoid that disaster?
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Another incompletion on third down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Finds the tight end. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Quarterback may change this route. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Got his man. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Catch in the middle. It's Hill. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's Durham. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
With the catch, it's Green. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Hill.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw. It's Nussmeier. Oh, does he turn that loose down the middle? And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's got it. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Zings it complete to the right.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Grab near the marker, it's Anderson. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. With the run on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score.
The running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Ducks headed quickly to the line. Moore will throw. Makes the grab. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. The Ducks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Finds his tight end. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He might have gotten way too greedy there, held it too long, and couldn't throw it away to avoid the loss.
And you really need your quarterbacks, man, to understand, to stay on schedule. And we can't take those big losses, right? So once I start to scramble around and I'm trying to buy time or I'm trying to make a big play, give it up, get north-south, throw the football away.
He's loose. Inside the 30. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
They took a shot at the end zone, and he almost picked it off. It'll be 3rd down. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Moore to the air. Moves around to clear up the vision. Fires into the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
Looking for the score. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with him, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it. He's not going to throw back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And nice job by this defense. You kind of knew something like this was coming. Great job. You got to get penetration. First thing you have to do is get up under that center. Make it really hard for him to go forward right now. Nice penetration, stopping the quarterback sneak in its tracks.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, they try to go quarterback sneak, and I know to a lot of people that's a play we all take for granted, like it always works. Quarterback sneaks are designed to get just 1 inch. Somehow you've got to come up and do it. But the defense there, David, they bowed up and stopped them.
Did a great job. Listen, everybody knows what's coming. You know it's a quarterback sneak. It's still hard as heck to stop. But nice job by the defensive lineman. Get off the football. Don't allow them to go backwards. Don't push you backwards at all. And then what do you see with linebackers a lot of times? They come flying in there, making the stop. A nice stop by this defense, expecting the quarterback sneak.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Oh, he's got some space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. LSU right back to the line. Might be calling a hot route. After run, now throw. He wants to go deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep ones.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. He rifles one deep to the left. And he holds it in at the 25. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And when your defense is performing like this, pitching a shutout, you want to find a way to reward them and help them out a little bit, David.
And I guess that's the upside for this offense.
Turning it on. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Making side adjustments here. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throwing right. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. He wants it all. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target, accurate throw, in 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. And the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Finds a man on the left. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. The Ducks want to crank the tempo.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover, you get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
And that's a big shot, that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. They'll throw it from the red zone. That's a fly. Touchdown, Oregon. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety, you get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing, great job getting a touchdown.
Moore will throw. Extending the play. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim Moore off of that lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 17-yard throw for the touchdown. They got on the ball, but I believe he touched it before it went 10 yards, and there is a flag on the field. They were trying to steal a possession to draw a little closer in this game, but the ball didn't go 10 yards, so they'll take over the football with the lead. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. He wants to take the top off. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Grabbed behind the line. It's Stewart. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Starting to feel a little pressure. Throwing on the run. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And for a defense, it's not always about sacks, but sometimes it's about getting that quarterback off his spot where he feels very comfortable, and they get him flushed outside of the pocket. And good perimeter defense. He rolls to the right. Everybody's still covering their guys, moving across the field with the QB. Nowhere to go with the football.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Whittington. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And a nice, solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Oh, he just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make, but tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it and you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB, but it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
Flushed out of the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Caught near the sticks. It's Benson. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get 1st downs, that's when they...
There he goes. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry up. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks! And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your...
And that one is picked off in the end zone.
2-point plays, the windows are very small to throw into. That time, he just tried to force it into a tiny window, ended up being picked, and the offense comes away with no points.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Got a man. It's Brown. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Watkins.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
2nd down coming up. That's caught. It's Green. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
And the running back there did everything that he's coached to do, right? They've got the lead late in this game. You've got to stay in bounds. You're finding yards. It's a positive run, but you're not going out of bounds. Really well done.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He fires one deep down the right side. Touchdown, LSU! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think
he unleashes a long one. Snags it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. The Ducks want to move quickly. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. The give. Headed toward the end zone, and they knock it loose. Defense got it. They're on the run. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And it now feels like game over after coughing up the fumble. They were down. They needed something big to happen. They had to score touchdowns, but give this defense credit. They just finish. They're playing to the end of the game with great effort, creating a takeaway to ice this thing.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Makes the catch. It's Hill. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
It might, but this shit over with.
There by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. First and 10 from their own 13. He might want another play. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. He is having a day, and there's still a ways to go, but pretty soon he might make a call on Kayshon Boutte's single-game receiving record.
Yeah, and if I'm him, I'm going to my QB and be like, listen, dog, I'm close. Feed me that rock. I want to go get the record. Nobody's guarding me. Nobody can stop me. Just get it to me, and I'll make the plays for you. And right now, listen.
Breaks into the open. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. But we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. LSU with the first and 10 here. They'll ride the hot hand. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able